students. More are still joining. We also have our members of staff of the university and even more of our stakeholders joining us today for this public lecture so that we can learn together. So I'll be welcoming back Moses, our Dean of Students, to give us an opening remark and also welcome our DVC and VC to give us blessings for this session. So Moses, it's your time.
Thank you, Evans, for that. I think we don't have much time. We apologize for this. We anticipated to start this meeting at 4. We are 19 minutes short. So without much ado, I don't know if the VC is there, Dr. Dominita. I don't think she has joined. I'm seeing the VC is there. Professor Sheluget, maybe you can give us an opening remark so that you can proceed with the session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Moses, and thank you very much all our students who are joined in. Importantly, there is our facilitator. This is your day. We are always happy to associate with you. I know you are one of us, and we look forward to informative discussion on how to craft a winning CV. I think this is an important topic for our students and also for our staff. So I look forward for quite engaging discussions. If you have any questions, you can be putting them on the chat so that as we progress, the facilitator may find time to respond to them. Without much ado, we go straight away to this particular discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof, for the blessings to proceed with this. So straight away, I'll be introducing to this team our speaker for today, one CHRP Agatha Kibai. Agatha is a strategic HR professional with over 17 years of industry experience. Currently, she's a lead consultant at Vast Talent Solutions. Her focus is in change management, performance management, training, talent management. Is a highly skilled professional that is really, he will be sharing with us her experience today. CHRP Agatha, this forum has your students, and I can't go without mentioning Agatha is also one of us. She's our student. In this forum, we also have staff and faculty members and other stakeholders of the university, eager and ready to learn from your experience on how to craft a winning CV, to guide especially our students in their career growth and advancement, even after their studies at the university. So, good people, join me in welcoming CHRP Agatha to present for us on this day. You're welcomed.
Amazing. Thank you, Evans, and the whole MOA fraternity. I'm humbled to get such an opportunity to be here. I am a student, excited to be waiting for my graduation in November. It was when I was dropping my project that we had a conversation with Evans. And you know, for us, dear student, I have heard about Makasanda, and when he introduced himself, I was like, oh God, this is the Makasanda that I have had for quite some time. So I'm humbled for this opportunity. They say if you are underqualified, you will be rejected. If you are qualified, you'll be appreciated. And if you are overqualified, you'll be accepted. Let me take it again. If you are underqualified, you'll be rejected. If you are qualified, you'll be accepted. And if you are overqualified, you will be appreciated. So we want to go out in the marketplace, not just qualified, but overqualified. I always say that we show up like a system. And someone told me not everyone can be great, but all of us can be famous because greatness is determined by service. And we are all in the space of serving. So I'm humbled to be speaking to my lecturers, to be speaking to my fellow students, and also friends who might have joined. So my name is Agatha Kibai. Allow me to share my brief history or my career journey. I started my career way back in 2007 as a general worker somewhere at the airport, shelling peas without even a certificate. And every day I would wake up and shell those peas. I would tell myself this is the lowest that I will ever be. 3 years in cold places, showing up, not just doing bare minimum. One of the production managers spotted me, and I was given a promotion to an admin, photocopying, binding, laminating, and again there I shined. 9 months down the line, the HR assistant went for maternity leave, and that's how I was called to sit in for her for 4 months. Again, not having formal to say education, and that is the moment I knew this is the career to pursue. Before even the HR assistant came back from maternity leave, I had already started something in college at the estate pipeline. And when she came back, she liked me. And she told me Agatha estate colleges are not recognized. She gave me the brochure of Kenya Institute of Management, where I joined immediately, did certificate, advanced certificate, diploma 1, diploma 2, and every certificate I would produce was coming with promotion. 10 years, not just doing bare minimum, showing the best version of me, and good attitude, and every time there was something to be done, I was there. 10 years down the line, to make my story short, I felt that I needed a change. And when I was thinking about that, a company, our competitors had hunted me. And I resigned. It's always good not to burn bridges. I resigned and I joined them. I joined as a HR admin. 1 year, I also got a bigger job as a HR manager in a real estate. After that, I joined another service industry, and the last one that I did 2022 was in manufacturing industry. And as you know, the dynamic and the evolving of the space, I found myself again searching. And in that time of searching, something happened. I don't want to go into details. And I just felt that this is the time to leave. But whatever I wanted to do was not like forthcoming. And I asked God, what should I do with my life? Because now it's 6 months, I'm still home. I had God tell me, start doing CVs, LinkedIn, and helping companies that don't need full-time HR. So I registered the company, Vast Talent Solution, immediately, did a poster, and if there is a space that I have done so many CVs, I have revamped. It's for the MUA student. So thank you for promoting me, and it'll be good diving deeper into the CV world, because your CV is is your marketing tool. So it has to market you well. And that's why the reason for class today. Maybe before I dive into that, that's how I started this. By the time I also started doing career coaching, maybe you are here, your parent pushed you to do HR, and you know HR is a calling. So, and you are like, I have HR, I have IT, and you don't know where you want the direction your life. You are not sure of your career trajectory. So you can call me. We walk the journey. We do a program, and you know, coaches don't tell. We just do what we call we send or we tell you or provoke you, because they say coaches has answers or coachee has answers. And one guy called Galileo Galilei said, you cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. So we are born powerful. We are born with everything that we need. Over the time, I also, since in the full time, I used to train a lot, so I couldn't drop that. I have advanced to corporate trainer. I have done quite a bit in that, and now what we are speaking tonight, and also a speaker in an engagement where maybe youth, women have been called in different spaces, and I'm so humbled that we are doing this. So let's dive into the topic of tonight, CV revamping. As you are CV marketing you well, if you are LinkedIn, maybe another day for LinkedIn, because they say 87% of recruiters and employers are nowadays using LinkedIn. So if you have not optimized your LinkedIn, you are also trading on a risky ground. So CV is what go ahead of you before we see you. And as a recruiter, I also do recruitment. I think I have so many hats. As a recruiter, I receive all types of CV. Sometimes you receive CV and you just say, this person is not serious. So CV is like a billboard on a career highway. It must catch the recruiter's eye first, or they will just pass. This is the way I tell people, your body language, anytime you step for, see you ever step out for interview, your body language, now the CV has proceeded before you, and now the day has come. I know we may not get time to share that, so in case I get something to share in that interview, I will be sharing as well. They say your body language is your virtual resume. We are talking about the physical. There is now another virtual resume. Your body language, it communicates credibility, charisma, and confidence. Even before you open your mouth to say, my name is John, my name is Moses, my name is Margaret, or Sunday. So the way you show up, and I think it's after being in so many interviews, and I'm seeing people with good experience. Maybe someone even has a PhD, someone has competence skills, what it takes to ace the job. They just miss it because of the confidence. I also started a class on that just because of what I see. Someone has everything that they take, but they cannot articulate. Communication is a skill that all of us can learn. And they say continuous learning is the minimum requirement for success in any field. I'm happy to see most of us in MUA. Some of us, yes, we are Gen Z, millennial. Like one of my friends was telling me, Agatha, I think you have put so much into studies. Can you first now enjoy that? Because every day I'm adding a skill. Every day I'm in school. And someone was telling me, I was sharing with my mentee yesterday, I also have a mentorship program for HR. If you are in HR and you don't have a mentor, we are in cohort 9. We started yesterday. And in our previous cohort, I have not just impacted East Africa. I had a HR professional from Eswatini, Swaziland. So it's a space that I've been there for 3 years, just giving back. Someone believed in me, and that's why I believe in giving it forward. So I was reading another article, and a certain company was sharing, if you show up for interview, Ruth, and you are a successful candidate, and they ask you, Ruth, in the last 6 months, have you been back to school? Have you advanced in any skills? Is there anything that you are learning, AI, a book club, a public speaking class, and you say nothing? Since 2020 during COVID, I have not been in any space learning. Even if you are a successful candidate, they can't give you that position. So continuous learning is the minimum requirement for success in any field. Age is not the limit, mindset is. You are never too old to go back to school and to chase what sets your soul on fire. So recruiters spend 6 to 7 seconds. Some of us may not be scanning your CV. And after that, let me see who else is here. Oh, we are 50. I'm humbled. And then after that, Sylvia, Wilfred. So your CV, as you have said, it's like a big boat. When the drivers are passing, they have very few minutes to know whether this is the right person. So your CV must be crafted with, you must be very intentional with your CV. It has to catch the recruiter's eyes. And nowadays, they are 8 years. If your CV again, you are in this space, and your CV is not 8 years compliant, and those who are hearing that word for the first time, 8 years mean applicant tracking system. Most of the recruiters nowadays, they have that system. So if your CV doesn't have the keywords in your industry, if times allows, we'll go through at the end. We will project 2 CVs, a good one and outdated one. So if your CV still have marital status, religion, hobbies, what else? Date of birth, and a photo. If it is not an international opportunity that you are applying. Kenyan, we are very biased. I'm sorry to say this, unless requested. When you are reading through the JDUC, it's a must you attach. If there is no such requirement, please don't attach your passport photo. Look, someone will look at you and we put very nice photos, and maybe it's a male recruiter, and say, this person look like the girlfriend who dumped me. This look like a boyfriend who just messed with my life. It's just deleted, and if it is physical or a hard copy, to the dustbin. So unless requested, passport photo is a no. So if your CV is not 8 years compliant, keywords in your industry, that's just the meaning of 8 years. Are you an accountant? Keywords. Maybe let me talk about HR. That's where I have mastered it. Recruiting, your CV cannot miss recruitment, performance management, training, employee engagement. Come to the other side of core skills. Adaptability is a big thing. Critical thinking. I say thank you to myself that I joined MUA, and one of the units that we did was critical thinking. Evans, to date, that was an eye opener for me when I did that unit. My life has never remained the same when I'm dealing with people. Critical thinking. If that is not in your CV, analytical skills, communication skills, you are treading on a risky ground. So tonight we'll be talking about why your CV matter, because it is your personal marketing tool. The way people invest in marketing, and you invest in a good CV, because it is your marketing tool. The job market is flooded. Why John and not Sunday? So what is that thing? And we'll dive into that. What is the difference between a CV and a resume? What recruiter look for? Clarity, reference, and professionalism. Common mistakes. Some of us, we do CV. And once we share with you the CV, you are not checking. I have added the emotional intelligence as one of the skills. You cannot even explain what is emotional intelligence. Every time I revamp someone's CV, I tell them, go through the CV word by word. Anything that you don't understand, any skill that you cannot explain, we better delete it. So go through your CV, because those are the things that make your CV to be dropped. Some capital letters, small letters, different font. I have seen that. I wish we had time to talk about quite a number of things there. But your CV is your first interview. Make it count. Because before they call me, there is something they have liked in my CV. And I always tell people, everybody who have been called for an interview, you stand an equal chance. But interview tips will come the next class. So next. So key element of a CV, contact details, and we'll have a sample. At the beginning there, it should be your full name in bold. Then below that, it should be 3 things. Telephone number that is working. Please don't put so many numbers. Safaricom, Airtel, Sijui, and Telcom. If it is possible, just put one number that is working. Email, check. In our typing, I may miss a number. Now you are the best candidate and they cannot reach you. So below that, it's phone number, email, and LinkedIn link. So you must have a link. After this, if you don't have a page, please create one. Those are the 3 things. Then after that is professional summary. Are we together? Contact.
Yes, we are.
Thank you. And thank you, Jason. Contact, your name, contact, email, and LinkedIn link. We are done. Next, personal stroke professional summary. Tailor it to the role that you are applying. Today, Jason, you are applying for a HR manager position. The next advert that you see, it's for HR business partner. You need to tailor-make it. Tailor it. At least these are professional summary, eye-catching, so that I drop for Mary and I pick for James. For example, if you're a student, maybe you can put as I have just a simple, I don't even need to go through it. Then work experience. This is a big one. So for some of us that we are still in internship, this is what you can trade with, either in the CV or even in the interview. And as even you have heard my story, this experience make all the difference. Any space that you ever show up, yes, this is what I was looking for. Don't do bare minimum. Because if you just have the internship experience, that's what you will trade with during the interview. When I was an intern in company ABC, these were my duties, these were my laws. If you have experience as well, maybe you have been an accountant, an admin, work experience as well. Work experience. How did your typical day look like? ABCD. I find CVs that you say ABC as an account assistant. We want to interact with you. What were you doing as an admin? ABCD. At least 4 to 5 duties. Don't leave it at that. Just open. And it should be. I was a lecturer at Mua University from January 2020 to December 2024. A must. Starting month and the end month. And the organization and the position. Now the duties and the achievement. Any space that you will ever find yourself in. I say I have 15 minutes. Any space that you will ever find yourself in, don't do bare minimum. Identify gaps. There is no space I have joined for my 15 years in HR. I haven't left a legacy. I identify. Companies are going through a lot. And that's why they hire you. Steve Jobs said, we don't hire smart people like Jason to tell them what to do. We hire them so that they can tell us, where are we failing? You are coming with